Here with you today, I'm Cooper Wow with coverage of today's softball game. Got Game 3 of Columbus State versus the North Georgia Nighthawks. I'm joined here by Noah Alford as the Nighthawks look to bounce back from the doubleheader loss yesterday, 4-3 and 19-10.
Pretty bad losses for North Georgia there. As their streak got ended by Columbus State. They were on I'm pretty sure, 38, 39 game win streak, which is pretty impressive for this Nighthawks crew here. Unfortunately, like I said before, it did come to an end with the Cougars beating them in that doubleheader here. I know the Nighthawks want to get it back here, try to get that 40th win of the season in this third matchup here today.
In the circle to start for the Nighthawks is going to be Kristen Davis. And your infield, third base is going to be Gracie Mixon, shortstop Maddie Perry, second base Hannah Forehand, first base Olivia Sinkfield, business as usual. Left to right in the outfield, it's going to be Jolie Lester, Sydney Blair, and Mariah Wicker. Behind the plate again is going to be Georgia Blair. So the usual starters for the Nighthawks. Up at the plate right now is Caitlin Kennedy. She's got a full count. Nice and sunny out in Haynes and Carolyn Hill Stadium at Lynn Cottrell Park here in historic Dahlonega, Georgia. It's 55. Forecast shows partly cloudy until about 1 p.m. It should be nice and sunny throughout the rest of today's game, likely game duration. A good throw there is going to be out number 1 by about a half a step. And that will bring up Madeline Parker.
Great throw there by Perry to get it into, I believe that is Sinkfield on first base, yes. Had to take a second to figure out what call it was, but he did call her out. It's a great throw there by the shortstop.
Kristen Davis has a 1.94 ERA, 10-1 on the season. She's got an 0-1 advantage over Madeline Parker right now.
Great ERA there here for Kristen Davis. I feel like all the North Georgia pitchers have a great ERA with Sophie Mooney, Tybee, and then even, I can't think of the other one now. For all 5 of their pitchers, pretty sure have great ERAs. Coach Davenport has a great pitching crew here for these Lady Nighthawks.
Yes, all of our pitchers here have pretty good ERAs despite yesterday's losses, especially that second game was rough. Columbus State deserves credit, though, as they were able to get the bat on the ball. And it seems like they couldn't swing and miss if they tried to in Game 2 yesterday. They definitely earned that win. 0-1 for Hannah Rose Corbin, the star of the Cougar squad. Entering today, the Nighthawks 39-3, looking for win number 40. Columbus State 30-11. These are your 1 and 2 in the Peach Belt Conference.
Battle of the Mountain right here, battle of the number 1 seed, but I believe currently, if I'm not mistaken, obviously with that doubleheader win from yesterday, Columbus State does have the lead for them if it was a tiebreaker was to come between these two teams right now.
Yes, Columbus State will have the tiebreaker with this series, but currently North Georgia is still up by a game and a half in the conference standings. North Georgia 18-2, Columbus State 15-2.
So the Nighthawks can continue their great success they've been having here. They can easily wipe the division and be easily number 1 in the Peach Belt, and even I believe they're still number 1 nationally as well. So they're having a great season this year, as they always do.
We'll have to see what the National Rankings Committee does But for now, a strikeout and the end of the top half of the first. We'll take a break and be right back with you. Nighthawks coming to bat on the Nighthawk Sports Network. Back with you here as defensive warm-ups are coming to a close. We've got one more pitch, and then it'll be a throwdown, and then Jolie Lester will lead off for the Nighthawks. Starting on the mound for the Cougars, it's going to be Caitlin Kennedy. Catcher for the Cougars is Grace Kaiser, I believe. Third base is going to be Laura Harris. Second base, Brooke Miller. Shortstop, Madeline Parker. First base, Kenzie Bayer. From left to right out in the outfield is going to be Elise Ambrose, Lindsay Patton, and Anna Waits. See if Jolie Lester can find a gap here.
First ball, strike there for Jolie. Let's see if she can get something going here. I don't think she has. She didn't have too good of a past 2 days for her. I know in that last game that they played yesterday, she went 1 for 4 on that game. And then on that first game on the Sunday, she went, let me see. She went 1 for 4 again. So I know she's trying to have this, for this final game of this series, have a better at bats here so she can easily try to help her team get a win here against Columbus State.
Despite the 1-4, she's still batting .379 on the season, as that's popped up into left. It'll be out number 1, so she'll have to wait for her first base hit today. Now we'll see if Maddie Perry can get her first base hit today. Maddie Perry batting .411 this season.
Very impressive for Maddie. Excuse me.
Pulls back a bunt attempt there. She'll be up 1-0 in the count. Sophie Mooney waiting on deck. Two 2-0 for Perry. Bunt goes back foul. So now it'll be 2-1.
Maddie didn't have much success neither in those games as well. She went 1 for 4 and 0 for 4 in those games. So knowing Maddie, she's a good friend of mine. We have a couple classes together here in North Georgia. I know she said she played pretty well, but she obviously she would like to play a lot better here to try to get her first base hit of the day.
And that'll get to the wall. Perry's going to have 2. She's going for 3. Cutoff does not get it, and she has a triple to start the day for the Nighthawks.
What a great hit for Maddie Perry. Hit it right in between the outfielders and the shortstop. Rolled it all the way back to the back wall, and her speed was just fast enough to get her into third.
Yes, great base running there, and that'll make Sophie Mooney's job very easy.
Exactly. A sac fly can easily get Maddie here in at the bottom of the first to get them up early on Columbus State.
And Mooney watches ball one outside. The 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Gonna be in for strike 2. Mooney gonna have to defend the plate here. 2-2 with Hannah forehand waiting on deck. Fouls that one back.
Mooney didn't have an impressive show as well against Columbus State. She went 0 for 3, and then she went 1 for 3, which with 2 RBIs. So that's not too bad in one of her appearances. But 0 for 3 with not much to do on that last game. But as of right now, she's having a good at bat.
She's got the count full here. And she'll take a walk. So now there will be runners on the corners for Hannah forehand.
I would like to say that Hannah is the heavy hitter of the team, where she leads North Georgia with 10 home runs on the season, with Gracie being right behind her at 8. So I know they're most likely afraid of her power because she can easily hit one over the back wall.
Always an interesting stat to me, given that she shows bunt on every pitch.
Every pitch, but she can send that thing past 220. She can probably send it 240 with her power that she has.
One and one, that pitch was high.
As she gets a sign here for Coach Davenport.
Kennedy delivers. Grounder to third. Throw to home. We've got a pickle. She's me out at third. Maddie Perry unable to get back to third there.
I catcher held the ball for a while. I thought she was going to throw it earlier, but I guess she knew she has much room left and threw it at the right time. They try to get Maddie out on that pickle right there. Good play by the catcher.
Yeah, good job holding on to the ball there. Worst case scenario, gets back to the base and you don't allow a run, but a good throw. Pickoff attempt at first after the pitch is going to allow Mooney to get to third, so now Olivia Sinkfield has to try and not hit this one to the third baseman. Anything down in the outfield, score 1. See if slapper to second is not going to do it, though.
Good inning there for the Nighthawks. Just could not going. That pickle kind of hurt them a little bit right there, but they can easily bounce back in this next inning.
Yeah, stranded a couple, but it's still 0-0 here on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
She has her whole life in front of her and already has a world-class heart team behind her. And so does every generation of her family, thanks to Georgia Heart Institute. Every day, our cardiologists, heart surgeons, and vascular surgeons bring breakthroughs that save and improve lives for generations. So whether you need heart care today or in 2073, we'll be here with the very best for your heart. Georgia Heart Institute.
Meet Harper. Harper was born to care and always had your back. Like the time she spotted a friend's rogue retainer, a threat of a permanent overbite, and made the save just in time.
I got you. Thanks.
Today, Harper still has your back as a teammate at Truist, the bank with Truist One checking.
I got you. Thanks.
With no overdraft fees, a negative balance buffer, and automatic upgrades, it's the checking account that has your back.
Back with you here. Elise Ambrose is going to be leading things off for the Cougars in the top of the second. A scoreless first inning. Nighthawks had one hit, and the Cougars stranded two runners. Had a couple of outs on the base path, dampening things for the Nighthawks, stopping them from taking flight early. That one's hit high on the left side. Maddie Perry under it. It'll be out number one. Strong breeze right now from a little bit left to right, from home plate out towards center.
Easy first off here for the Nighthawks. Get one early, quick and early, as it was a pop-up to the shortstop. And see if Kristen can continue her success she's had against, today, at least, against these Cougars. Get a win here for the Nighthawks.
Of the Nighthawks pitching squad, she did have one of the better days yesterday. She did not have to come out and pitch very long during the Cougars' fire. Up 2-1 is Laura Harris.
Showing good discipline at the plate here. Not swinging on everything. Only she's going to swing on something she likes. Because I know she knows Kristen has a very good pitching arsenal here.
Cannot just swing away against this Nighthawks pitching squad.
You cannot. It will
At least not normally.
Yeah, you will lead to a quick disaster for the opposing team if they just swing at everything.
That pitch inside, so count will run full. And that's going to get down and right. Mariah Wicker there to field it quickly. Throw a little bit off the bag. This will be a double for Laura Harris. And that'll bring up Kenzie Bayer with one out.
Good hit down the first baseline there for number 22. Unfortunately, it was a little too short for Wick to try to run underneath it and get it. Hit the ground pretty early. Rolled out of bounds as it was inbounds first. Gets her that double play with the Cougars only having 1 out in this top of the second inning.
And that pitch in for a strike from Davis. Brooke Miller, the second baseman for the Cougars, standing on deck. That pitch low and inside, ball 1. So it'll be 1-1, 1 out, a runner on second. One and 2 after that strike. Strike 3 over the inside corner. Kristen Davis with a great pitch there to get out number 2. And now Brooke Miller will have to try and find a way to get the first run of the game from second.
Bayer did not like that call by the umpire right there, and I don't think any of the Cougar players are liking the calls so far from the home plate umpire right now.
As the fans on both teams have not been incredibly fond this weekend of a lot of the calls we've seen from the home plate umps rotating around in each game.
Hopefully, umps can, I don't know. I mean, if nobody's liking them, I mean, no referees and umpire is liked in any sport here, but like baseball, or excuse me, softball, is a lot of people don't like the umpires because I feel like it's a lot harder to call in these type of games. It's a very small window for the strikes and balls here, but an experienced umpire should know, but you can always not. People are human, they make mistakes.
Yeah, absolutely. 1 and 2 just outside there, and it'll be 2 and 2. Deuce is wild. 2-2 count, 2 outs. And number 22 on second. Doesn't get much more wild than that. Miller shows bunt, pulls it back. It's going to be fouled over the dugout and into the bullpen of the Cougars.
Miller's battling here against Kristen Davis, trying to get something here, at least try and score her. Miss Bayer here was trying to get something going, try to even get the Cougars an early lead here in the second inning.
And that'll be right down Main Street for strike 3. Got her looking. Nighthawks give up a hit, but not a run, so it's still 0-0. Nighthawks have an opportunity to take the lead here in the bottom half. We'll be right back with you. You're watching the Nighthawks Sports Network.
Bryan Properties is a commercial real estate brokerage firm serving Northeast Georgia. Located in nearby Cumming, Georgia, Bryan Properties specializes in commercial real estate along the Georgia 400 corridor. For more information on Bryan Properties, visit bryanproperties.net. The UNG bookstore is operated by Barnes & Noble and is located in the Chastity building beside Starbucks in downtown Dahlonega. Fans and students can visit in person or online at ung.bncollege.com for all your Nighthawk apparel and textbook needs for the upcoming season.
Back with you here, Sydney Blair leading things off for the Nighthawks in the bottom of the second. Coach Davenport on his way over to third. Take his perch. Sydney Blair slap hits that one to third. Can't quite run out the throw. And that'll be out number one. A good effort there to try and outrun the throw, but missed it by about a step. And
Very
now
close there.
Mariah Wicker will step up.
Another speedster on the team is in Mariah Wicker. She did hit, I believe, a home run in the first game, I believe. Let me see. The second game of yesterday's game, she did hit a home run. Or no,
Tried to
excuse
get
me,
the
yes, she
comeback started. Strong bunt there, and she will outrun the throw. Now Georgia Blair has a base runner to work with. One out.
The two fastest ones on the team, Sydney Blair, not related to Georgia Blair, and Mariah Wicker, easily are the two fastest people on this Nighthawks team. Sydney Blair, I'm pretty sure, holds a record at her school in the 400, I want to say. I do not quite remember, but she is a very fast lady as Georgia gets out at first, with Mariah advancing to second.
That'll bring up Gracie Mixon. Talking about the home runs earlier. Gracie Mixon second on the team in those.
Exactly. She got her 8th win that yesterday's game. Let's see if she can get a 9th one here in this game. There'd be one behind Hannah forehand.
She'll watch that one low for ball one.
Back-to-back balls here for Miss Caitlin.
That one's hit hard into left center, and it's going to get over, way over. And the Nighthawks lead 2-0 here on the Nighthawks Sports Network.
As I called it, she got her 9th home run in this game.
We wanted it. She wanted it. We needed it, and she got it.
She got it. It went well over, if you can see that backlining fence.
Yes,
right
she got it
below
all the way
200.
over.
And I can see it from here. That was an amazing hit by Gracie there.
Yes, that one was deep out of the park. And
That's a no doubter.
Absolutely, no doubt about it. Now that'll bring us to the top of the lineup for the Nighthawks. Jolie Lester is going to get a hit into shallow center. Keep things going for the Nighthawks. So there's Lester's first base hit of the day, and now Maddie Perry had a triple, in her first at bat. We'll see if she can get another one here. Shows bunt for a moment there. Doesn't put it down, though, and it'll be 1-0.
I feel like I know some announcers in the NBA, they'll bad jinx some of the players, and I believe I am a good jinx, as I called a home run back in the earlier season with, I think, Miss Forehand hit a home run. I called it. Now I called another home run with Gracie Mixon here. I think they need to continue having me announced because I keep giving good luck to the Nighthawks here.
Absolutely. Strong wind left to right.
3-0 count here for Perry. I doubt she
don't
would
expect
swing.
to see Perry swing at that.
No way.
Kennedy can't get that one over the plate, and it'll be a 4-pitch walk for Maddie Perry.
Good rally here for the Nighthawks in the second right now.
Now Sophie Mooney step up after this mound visit. Don't think we're going to see a pitching change quite yet.
Don't think so. Bob was just talking to her, trying to get her locked in. Having a rough start of this bottom of the second inning here. As a couple games we have later on in the day for the night for the Peach Belt Conference. At 2 p.m. we have Georgia Gwinnett versus the University of South Beaufort at 2 p.m. Next we have at 3 o'clock the West Georgia versus Lander University. At 4 o'clock we have Georgia Gwinnett for the doubleheader against South Carolina Beaufort, and then the Florida Southern College versus Flagler at 4 again, and then the final game today will be West Georgia at Lander as they have a doubleheader as well.
Sophie Mooney about to receive her first. And it'll be a strike. So the count will be 0-1 for Sophie Mooney. That one just a bit outside of the previous pitch. 1-1. Nighthawk fans voicing their disapproval of that strike 2 call. Outside there, Deuces Wild. 2-2, 2 outs, 2 runners on this time.
And then number 20 at the batting.
We'll have to see if the Nighthawks can load the bases here. That's going to get through. Jolie Lester's going to score. Nighthawks up 3-0 now after that Sophie Mooney single RBI.
Pointing on here in the the bottom of the second.
Now, Hannah forehand, see if she can respond to Gracie Mixon's homer.
She most likely will. She will, like as you said earlier when her at bat was here, she fakes bunt every time and still hits it 220 feet or more. So I believe she can easily try to put Nighthawks up here 6-0 at the bottom of the second here.
Outside there, 2-0. It's going to be in there for strike 1. That one's hit high into center. Will be out number 3. And a forehand unable to get that one to carry out of play. But the Nighthawks were still able to put on 3. So we'll take a break and be right back with you. Nighthawks up 3. Kristen Davis returning to the circle on the Nighthawk Sports Network. Back with you here. Anna Waits up to bat for the Cougars.
One-on-one count here for Miss Waits.
Kristen Davis gets that one over the inside corner. 1-2. That's going to be inside. 2-2.
Let's see if Kristen can close Waits out here and get the first out of the top of the third.
Just inside again. Count runs full. That one's going to be high. Pitch got away from her, and that'll be ball 4. So Anna Waits will take first base. That'll bring up Lindsay Patton.
Number 11, Lindsay Patton. Patton had a pretty good day. In the last game against the Nighthawks, she went 3 for 3 with 2 hits and 2 RBIs. So a pretty good day for her on that first game. On the second game, she did not play, as does seem. So let's see, can Kristen, Miss Davis here, lock her down this game and get the first win of this series against Columbus State.
Patton down 0-1. Kristen Davis delivers. Bunt gonna go foul, so it'll be 0-2. We likely won't see a bunt attempt again in this at bat. Caitlin Kennedy on deck. Try and get a couple of outs before they get to Hannah Rose Corbin again. Don't want to give her the opportunity to put multiple runs on the board.
Good pitch there by Davis there to strike out Miss Patton to get them the first out of this inning, as they already have one on the first base. And with Kennedy on the mound now, and she had a great performance against the Nighthawks. She had, excuse me, I think I'm confusing her with Corbin. She had 2 home runs. Kennedy did not have too bad of a play against the Nighthawks. She had two hits with 3 at-bats and one hit with 3 at-bats and 2 runs. And as well, in the second game, she went 1 for 3. So not too bad of at-bats for Miss Kennedy here, but let's see, can Kristen strike her out as the lead is already up 1-2 now.
Georgia Blair throwing over to first there. See if they could catch Anna Waits sleeping on her way back. Unable to there. Kristen Davis ahead 1-2.
2-2 count here for Miss Kennedy. Now she fakes the bunt. With a low ball there for Davis. As now is the full count. And let's see what will happen here. Will it be a strikeout or will she get walked? Let's hope for the strikeout.
That pitch fouled back. Count full.
Davis takes her breath, and now as she sets up for the pitch, she gets the pitch from Blair as Kennedy fakes the bunt again.
Another one fouled off.
Kennedy fighting here in this at bat. Getting some support for her teammates and the fans here to get this strikeout for Miss Kennedy.
That one hit down the left field line. Jolie Lester diving, not able to make the catch though.
A little short on the dive there, but great attempt by Lester as she tries to get this out here.
Slap hit to short there. And Maddie Perry unable to make a throw. Lost her balance.
Unfortunate there by Miss Perry. Could have tried to got that second out or even possibly of a double play.
Glove to throwing hand transition looked clean, but caught the ball on her back foot. Tried to throw to second, didn't have it. And looked over to first, and it was a little bit too late. A base hit there for Caitlin Kennedy will bring up Madeline Parker. One out in the inning.
What a pitch there for Davis. Caught her sleeping basically. Great pitch there.
Just going right after Parker right here. Up 0-2 immediately. That one's fouled back into the net.
Kirsten starts to set up. Gets the pitch from Blair.
0-2, straight to third. Double play opportunity from Mixon. And the Nighthawks get out of the inning.
What a play there by Mixon to get the force on third and throw it straight to home. Great play there.
A disastrous hit from the Cougars gets the Nighthawks out of the inning, up 3-0 with a chance to add on more. In just a moment, you're watching the Nighthawks Sports Network.
United Logistics is a veteran-owned and relationship-driven company with a goal of being an integral part of the community, providing safe transportation and shipping solutions, and being recognized as one of the leading providers of transportation nationwide. Visit unitedlogistics.net for more information. Walton & Company Realty is dedicated to serving you with all of your real estate needs. Their team of professionals will help you with everything from transaction
Back with you here. Sydney Blair just hit one down the third baseline. It's going to get through and score Olivia Sinkfield to make it a 4-0 ball game.
Great start here for the Nighthawks in the bottom of the third. Unfortunately, we had and technical difficulties here, but we are back as Sinkfield hit a double into center field, and then Sydney Blair got another double to score her with Wicker now up to bat.
Oh, and that one lands just foul. Would have scored another one had it landed fair. Nighthawks up 4-0 here in the bottom of the third. Making sure that Columbus State cannot grab a sweep here in Dahlonega. That one's hit well into center. It'll be out number one. And a quick throw in will leave Sydney Blair unable to tag and advance to third. So now Georgia Blair is going to have to try and find a gap here to get Sydney Blair from second to home.
With the speed of Sydney Blair, even probably a little bit further back, she can easily make it to third or even home. She's very speedy.
That one's hit well and hard, and it's going to get over. Georgia Blair with a home run following that fly out. And now the Nighthawks are going to lead 6-0.
Great hit there from Blair.
Following Gracie Mixon's earlier 2-run homer, Georgia Blair says, I want one as well. Getting a piece of the action there. And I think now we will see pitching change. At least that's what I would do if I was the Columbus State head coach.
For sure, after she has had a rough past 2 innings, the Nighthawks scoring in those last 2 innings, definitely I could see a pitching change coming, and it is coming.
And that'll be number 30. That is Jessica Lopez. Just 1 out in the inning. Take a quick break while Jessica Lopez warms up in the circle and be right back with you. You're watching the Nighthawk Sports Network. Back with you here, Jessica Lopez done warming up for the Cougars. Now Gracie Mixon will step in, see if she can get her second home run of the day.
That'd be very impressive if she could. I could call another home run here, possibly. As I call the first one with Mixon, she could easily tie Hannah here if she get another one. So there'll be 2 10+ home run hitters on the Nighthawks team here.
What an accomplishment that would be to get another player into the double digits in the home run column. 1-1.
That's Blair's third home run of the season. She is fifth and leading home runs on this team, as is Hannah with 10, Gracie with 9 now, Sophie with 7, Mariah with 6, and now Blair with 3.
The 1-2. Fouled up. Going to be over everybody's heads in the stands and in the press box.
And she's down in the count now. She has to battle back this at bats or just hit a home run and not have to worry about none of it.
The 2-2 is going to be called strike 3 against Gracie Mixon.
She did not like that call. She thought it was a little bit inside, but the ump did call it a strike 3 as it is the second out. We're back at the top of the order with Jolie Lester.
See if Jolie Lester can get her second base hit and keep this inning going. Oh and 1 after the foul ball. That's going to be outside for ball 1. That one's hit hard into left, but it's not going to go far enough. Will be out number 3 for the Nighthawks. So the Nighthawks double their lead, make it 6-0. We'll take a break, be right back with you on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Moore's Lumber and Hardware has proudly served the homeowners and pro contractors of North Georgia since 1946. Located in Dahlonega, our covered drive-through lumber yard provides customers with both quality products and services. Rains Grading, a licensed excavating contractor located in Lumpkin County, provides both commercial and residential grading, hauling, and paving to the North Georgia area.
Back with you here. Kristen Davis getting set to throw her first pitch of the 4th inning to Hannah Rose Corbin.
First pitch strike there for Davis.
The 0-1 to Corbin swung on, popped into left. Jolie Lester under that one easily for out number 1. That'll bring up Elise Ambrose. Flew out to lead off the second. See if she can do that again here. She'll watch strike 1.
great pitches here from Davis. Keep them coming. She is doing a great job slowing down this Cougars team.
That one's turned on, but it's going to be way foul down the left side. So Ambrose down 0-2, going to have to defend the plate here.
As Davis gets the ball that she likes, sets up for third pitch, which will be a ball.
Low and away there. So it'll be a 1-2 count. Another one low there, so the count will go to 2-2. Elise Ambrose fighting to even the count back up. That one swung on. It's going to go into right. Mariah Wicker there for the catch. And an easy out there for her. Kristen Davis has 2 out. It'll bring up Laura Harris. Hezzies and then calls that one strike 1. At one low, 1-1. That one's going to go right by Kristen.
Very close exit.
I think that nearly hit her. So it'll be a base hit for Laura Harris. She's 2 for 2 on the day with now a double and a single.
I think it came at her so fast she couldn't have time to react to
Absolutely
it
not.
to try to catch the ball.
She froze.
It happens for the best of them. Trust me. An X
Worked out for the
velocity
better.
coming off that is scary.
Now Kenzie Bayer struck out looking in her first at bat. See if Kristen can get her looking again.
One and one count now for Davis. Foul tip there to make it 1-2 for Bayer here. Let's see if Davis can get this final out of the top of the fourth.
Fans watching, waiting heavily in anticipation as that ball slowly rolled down the overhead cover that has been placed above the stands.
As it rolls down, a young toddler, she grabs the ball and she gets a standing ovation from the Nighthawks crowd here.
Love to see the kids having fun at the ballpark. Deuces are wild. 2-2. 2 outs. Number 22 on first. That one's hit hard. It's going to get up into left field. Jolie Lester there to catch it after the bounce. Gets that one in quick. That base hit will advance Laura Harris to second. Now Brooke Miller has 2 on.
2 outs. With 2 outs as well. They're hitting. Davis is still throwing very well. They're just getting good looks on the ball. And got 2 on now, and 1 in scoring position off a base hit here if she hits one. Where the Cougars do have a big deficit to overcome if they want to try and sweep the Nighthawks here.
The 0-1. Gonna be low 0-2. Excuse me, 1-1. That one swung on and fouled back. 1-2.
One, two count here.
Davis sets and delivers. Deuce is wild again. Two runners on at first and second.
As Cooper would say, Deuce is running wild here. You got 2 outs, 2 on, 2 strikes, 2 balls. Number 27 on the at bat. As she hits another foul tip ball.
If the Cougars want to keep this inning alive, going to have to get it out of the infield most likely. But they are still going to have to keep it in fair territory, as that one was not.
Full count here.
Good job there by Georgia Blair. Keep that ball in front of her so that neither runner could advance. That one's going to be hit into right. Mariah Wicker jumping, could not make the catch. It'll score 2. Bases clearing double there for Brooke Miller.
Great attempt there by Wicker to try to grab that ball. Just barely missed her glove there to get that third and final out of the top of the 4th inning. So close there by Wicker.
Looks like assistant coach Leah White going to have a quick chat with Kristen Davis and Georgia Blair.
Oh, thank Ty.
Infield gathering. Leah White trying to get Kristen Davis back in the zone. She's got 4 strikeouts today. Struck out big hitter Hannah Rose Corbin and got 3 others looking. See if she can get Anna Waits walked in her last at bat. Watches ball 1 inside there. That one over the plate, strike 1.
Excuse me. 1-1 count here.
One and 2 after that. Great pitch there from Kristen. Oh, up and in there. That'll make the Deuces run wild.
Let's see if for Davis can get this final strike and the final out here. Stop this little rally here for the Cougars. And she does.
Got her swinging there for out number 3. Nighthawks give up 2 there in the top of the 4th, but still lead comfortably, 6-2. Take a break, be right back with you, see if the Nighthawks can add to that on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Moore's Lumber and Hardware has proudly served the homeowners and pro contractors of North Georgia since 1946. Located in Dahlonega, our covered drive-through lumber yard provides customers with both quality products and services. Rains Grading, a licensed excavating contractor located in Lumpkin County, provides both commercial and residential grading, hauling, and paving to the North Georgia area.
Back with you here. Nighthawks up 6-2 in the bottom of the 4th. Maddie Perry getting set to lead off for the Nighthawks.
Maddie has had herself a good day today, as she had her first at bat was a triple, and since then she has been on every at bat, I believe.
Yep, a triple and a walk so far. Looking for another way on here. Seeing the ball well today.
Which is a great thing for Maddie. Maddie is such a good hitter as well, and she does have a little speed to her as well. So if they continue to keep playing this good, I don't see, knock on wood, the Nighthawks losing this game.
Perry watches that one for strike 1. Count even at 1. A ball outside there. Perry thought about it. Did not go, though. 2-1. That one bunted foul. This will be 2-2. Lopez delivers the 2-2. Way outside. Count runs full.
Full count here for Perry. Let's see if she can get on base here for her second time.
Swings and misses there. So that'll be out number 1. Here in the bottom of the 4th, Sophie Mooney up to bat. Had a base hit and an RBI in her most recent at-bat, scoring the 3rd run of the game for the Nighthawks. Swings and misses there, 0-1. That one's fouled off the netting into the Nighthawk dugout.
Early lead here for Lopez here. She's ahead of the count. Excuse me, she's ahead of Lopez on the count 0-2. Let's see if Mooney here can get something going.
That ball high. Mooney fighting her way back.
Good. Mooney is a very good hitter as well on this Nighthawks team. Not almost every batter on this team is a great hitter, can easily get on base.
That's going to be fouled over towards the street. Can't tell if it got all the way onto it, but
I believe it did. We have a small one here as it's rolling down the street right now. Probably will end up in the gutter if somebody doesn't go and grab it. Mooney doing a great job here, battling back.
gets the count even at 2. Strike 3 called there, and nobody in blue liked that one.
Especially Mooney did not like that call. Thought it was a ball for sure. But the umpire did call it a strike for the second out of the bottom of the 4th.
She had some words on her way back to the dugout for the umpire. And a forehand. We'll have to try and avenge her at bat there.
Best revenge is a home run here for Hannah forehand.
Watches that one outside, 1-1. Two and 1 for forehand. That one's hit high into left center. It'll be final out of the inning for the Nighthawks. Nighthawks aren't able to answer the 2 runs that the Cougars got in the 4th, but they still lead by 4, so they've got some insurance here. We'll take a break and be right back with you. You're watching the Nighthawks Sports Network. Back with you here, Kristen Davis in the circle to start inning number 5. Lindsay Patton gonna see if she can get something going for the Cougars. Try to shrink the Nighthawk lead. Patton will go up 2-0 early. Chopped foul. Gracie Mixon there to get that one for out number 1.
Easy out there for Gracie Mason. An easy pop-up.
That'll get the Cougars back to the top of the order. Caitlin Kennedy still in the lineup to bat. Done pitching for the day, though. 2.1 innings of work.
Some of the UNG faithful here still giving the Blue a hard time on that Sophie Mooney strikeout call there.
Fans have been unsatisfied with this umpiring crew all weekend long. Not just today, but yesterday as well. A ball outside and just barely. So it'll be 2-1 for Caitlin Kennedy.
Two count now for Davis. As Miss Kennedy is in the box, and she is even here. Let's see if Davis can get this second out, which she does.
Great pitch there to get the out. And now Madeline Parker will step up. Bounced into a double play, her last at bat. Davis lofts that one in for strike 1.
Dave, that last 2 pitches Davis has thrown is so no-hitter. Has a good time hitting it. As she gets the second strike here. Home plate checking if she went, and she did. But as I was saying, that pitch by Davis on that first strike is so lethal. And she always at least gets out or a strike on that pitch every time she throws it.
The 0-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Clinical from Kristen Davis. No runs allowed here in the 5th. Nighthawks lead by 4. We'll be right back with you. You're watching the Nighthawks Sports Network. Back with you here. Olivia Sinkfield getting set to lead off the bottom fifth for the Nighthawks. Nighthawks up 6-2. Jessica Lopez still in the circle for the Cougars. Sinkfield swings and misses at strike one. Strike two there. Sinkfield thought it was outside. Didn't swing. Now she'll have to defend the plate. Ball one high there. The 1-2. Just a bit outside.
Knowing this umpire, he could have possibly called that a strike, but it was very far outside.
2-2 for Olivia Sinkfield. Swings and misses. It's strike three. That'll be out number one. Sydney Blair going to step up. Had a double and an RBI in her previous at bat. Scoring Sinkfield in the third. Eventually touched home plate herself after Georgia Blair hit one 240 to right center.
Let's see if Blair can get on base. Again, it'd be two for three today. On deck is Mariah Wicker.
The 1-1 on its way. Fouled off to the left. It'll be 1-2 for Sydney Blair. That one slapped foul to the left, almost caught an unsuspecting fan.
He was talking to either a friend or significant other, and the ball barely missed him.
Always got to keep your head on a swivel at the ballpark. Slap hit, that'll go back to the pitcher. Sydney Blair wasn't there in time, but the throw was errant. And so Sydney Blair gets away with one. She'll be standing on second base. Haven't seen a whole lot of errors from either team this weekend. 0 from the Nighthawks. I believe that was either the first or the second from the Cougars. And now
both teams played pretty well-rounded. I believe that is the first error of the day.
Yep. Very clean baseball, or softball, excuse me, from both squads. With that exception. Now Mariah Wicker has an opportunity to score a run here with one out instead of two.
Could easily boost their lead right here where they had, with a base hit. Boost their lead to possibly 5. or even 7 if, or excuse me, 6 if Mariah hits a home run here.
Mariah Wicker watches ball 1 there. Here's the pitch. Outside, 2-2.
Good at bat here for Mariah. Battling back a little bit here, 2-2.
Making Lopez work for these outs. Swung and missed there. So it'll be out number 2.
Georgia
Should
up
have been
to
out
bat
number
now.
3. But the error will keep the Nighthawks in the inning.
Let's see if Georgia can repeat her previous success with that home run she got.
That one's going to be fouled back over our heads in the press box. 0-1. Over to Blair. Strong contact there, but it's going to be high and foul.
Great contact hit there. Just whiffed it a little bit and sent it to foul territory. She could have straightened that out. Could have easily been another home run.
Blair down 0-2. Outside 1-2. Outside again. Deuces run wild.
Let's see if Blair can get something here, at least try to score. The other Blair on the team here, a base hit scores Sydney Blair easily with her speed that she has.
That one's going to hit Georgia Blair right in the gut.
Seems to be fine.
I think she'll take first. Now Gracie Mixon be looking for another big hit here. Has 2 RBIs and a home run on the day. Struck out looking in the bottom of the 3rd. That one's hit high into right. Will be caught for out number 3. Nighthawks don't get any there. Cougars were able to strand 2 runners. But the Nighthawks are still up big, 6-2 in this one. We'll take a break and be right back with you. You're watching softball on the Nighthawks Sports Network. Hannah Rose Corbin up to bat for the Cougars. That was absolutely smoked, but it flew just foul.
Oh my gosh, that was a rocket to, even though it was a foul ball, but that was an absolute rocket if she would straighten that out.
That had a touch of Andres Perez on it. Hawks legend, or Nighthawks legend, Andres Perez.
Oh my gosh. What a hit there for Corbin.
Strike there, so the count will be 1-2. Strike 3 over the outer edge. Hannah Rose Corbin just feet away from a home run. Instead, she'll have a strikeout looking. Which will bring up Elise Ambrose.
She is 0 for 2 on the day.
Corbin hits this one. It's going to be a blooper into left center.
Okay, that was my first bad announcer jinx that she gets on base for her first time today.
That'll bring up Laura Harris. 2 for 2 on the day. A single and a double. Working on her cycle. That one hit hard down the first baseline. Foul. One and one. Kristen Davis still going strong here in the 6th. A ball high there. 2 and 1.
Let's see if Davis can get as another strike here as they have one on first, which she does. And let's see if she can finish Harris off here to keep another runner off base.
Grounder to Perry. Play it second in time. Throw to first not in time. So the Nighthawks get one there. Can't turn 2. That'll bring up Kenzie Bayer. Good play there from Perry and forehand to keep a runner out of scoring position. Another ball hit deep and foul.
Because sets up here, gets the pitch from Blair.
That one in over the inside half. 0-2 for Kenzie Bayer. had a base hit in her last at bat. Scored a run later in the inning. Now one hit over the Cougar dugout, foul.
0-2 count for Bayer now. Excuse me.
That ball high, 1-2. One bounces early, so the deuces will be wild. Number 22 over at first base.
Let's see, can Davis finish his inning right here with this next pitch?
Count runs full.
Full count here for Bayer.
And one hit foul again down the left side.
Nighthawks here getting lucky that the Cougars are whiffing these balls to foul here, because those have been some good hits that are just slightly veering left of the foul line.
Bayer tossed the bat, thought she was walked. Umpire says otherwise. Kristen Davis does a great job there to get out of the inning. Nighthawks up 6-2 here on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
United Logistics is a veteran-owned and relationship-driven company with a goal of being an integral part of the community, providing safe transportation and shipping solutions, and being recognized as one of the leading providers of transportation nationwide. Visit unitedlogistics.net for more information. Walden & Company Realty is dedicated to serving you with all of your real estate needs. Their team of professionals will help you with everything from transaction coordination, marketing, and representing you as a buyer or seller, and has a goal of making your transaction run as smoothly as possible. For more information, visit waldenco.com.
Back with you here, Jolie Lester up to lead off for the Nighthawks in the bottom of the sixth.
If the Cougars want to try and get a comeback here, they need to get 3 quick outs for the Nighthawks, and then at the top of the seventh, score 4 runs to tie it, 5 to win if they want to sweep the Nighthawks here. That is a tall task they have on their hands with this great pitching crew that Coach Davenport has here.
That one's hit hard, just out of reach of shortstop Madeline Parker. So base hit for Jolie Lester.
and even taller tags to stop this great hitting crew that Coach Davenport has here. That's the hard task of any opposing pitcher that plays against the Nighthawks, is to slow down this great overall team here.
Incredibly well-rounded. Maddie Perry up 1-0 here. Bunt is going to be good. Throw gets away from the first baseman. Both runners advance an extra bag because of that errant throw. Another error from the Cougars.
As I said previously, hard task to stop this this offense here for the Nighthawks. As with no outs on the board, with 2 runners already on second and third, with a great hitter, Mooney, coming up now. Let's see if these Cougars can get something here, or will the Nighthawks score once again. As Lopez sets up and get the pitch.
Mooney watches that one. Count evens up at 1.
Two one count here.
Jessica Lopez going to have to turn this around.
For sure, she has to turn this around. She is having a bad time here, and the Nighthawks having a great time here.
That's hit well by Sophie Mooney. It's going to go all the way. Sophie Mooney with a 3-run shot. Stick that one in the umpire's face. A little revenge for herself after she was robbed in her previous at-bat. Nighthawks up 9-2 here in the bottom of the 6th. No outs on the board.
I think that I might call it here, but I do not want to jinx the Nighthawks here, but that, might be game.
Hannah forehand up to bat now. Fouls off. First pitch there. Bounces over the fence and into the road. One's likely going to get into the gutter.
Great showcase here for the Nighthawks to rally as Cougars put up 2 wins yesterday on Easter. Having the Nighthawks bounce back here in this final game of the series to most likely get a win here. Great redemption for the Nighthawks.
That one's hit hard, and it gets over. Hannah forehand walks it off.
Another
the 8
home
after
run
5
here.
rule invoked on a Hannah forehand solo shot. Nighthawks bounce back from the losses in the doubleheader. Get the 3rd game by a score of 10-2.
Wow, what a shot for forehand there. Now she is once again 2 ahead of, I believe it is Gracie Mixon in the home run categories for the Nighthawks. Yes, because now Hannah has 11 and Gracie now has 9. So I don't think there's no catching Hannah as she continues her success here for the Nighthawks.
Again, the final score here from Haynes and Carolyn Hill Stadium at Lynn Cottrell Park. UNG 10, Columbus State 2. Nighthawks bounce back. On behalf of the Innocent crew, I'm Cooper Wow. Me and Noah Alford, thank you all for joining. We can't wait to see you soon. More action from the Nighthawks Athletics.